In ancient Greece, the gods didn't just reward devotion, they punished arrogance. And when a mortal or even another god dared to defy their will, the punishment was never quick, it was eternal. Today you'll discover the most terrifying punishments in Greek mythology and the hidden meaning behind them. The nature of Greek gods. Unlike other pantheons, the Greek gods were powerful, but deeply human. They were jealous, vengeful, impulsive, and proud. Their punishments weren't just divine justice, they were lessons about the limits of power, pride, and disobedience. Prometheus. The punishment for defying Zeus. Prometheus was the titan who loved humanity too much. Seeing mortals freeze in the dark, he stole fire from the gods and gave it to mankind. But Zeus didn't see compassion, he saw rebellion. So he ordered Prometheus chained to the Caucasus Mountains, where an eagle would devour his liver each day, only for it to grow back every night. A punishment without end, without death, without mercy. Meaning, the myth of Prometheus represents the punishment for human curiosity and the desire to challenge divine order, a warning to those who seek forbidden knowledge. Sisyphus, the eternal struggle. Sisyphus was a cunning king who even managed to cheat death itself. When Thanatos came for him, Sisyphus trapped him and escaped the underworld, breaking the natural cycle of life. But no mortal escapes the wrath of the gods forever. His punishment was cruelly poetic, to push a massive boulder up a hill, only to watch it roll back down for all eternity. Meaning, the punishment of Sisyphus symbolizes the eternal frustration of futile effort and the consequence of trying to outsmart fate or death. Tantalus, the curse of endless desire. Tantalus was once beloved by the gods. He dined at their table and drank their nectar. But pride drove him to madness. To test the gods' wisdom, he served them the flesh of his own son at a feast. For this unspeakable act, he was cast into Tartarus, standing in a lake of clear water beneath fruit-laden trees. But whenever he tried to drink, the water retreated. Whenever he reached for fruit, the branches pulled away. Meaning, Tantalus represents unfulfilled desire and eternal guilt, proof that proximity to the divine offers no protection from punishment. Ixion, the wheel of torment. Ixion was once invited to dine among the gods, a rare honor for a mortal. But blinded by lust, he tried to seduce Hera, Zeus's wife. Zeus created an illusion of Hera from clouds, and when Ixion acted on his desire, the trap was sprung. He was bound to a burning wheel that spun endlessly across the heavens. Meaning, the punishment of Ixion symbolizes arrogance, desire, and the betrayal of sacred hospitality, a divine value among the Greeks. Ares and Aphrodite, the punishment of shame. Even gods could be punished. When Ares, god of war, and Aphrodite, goddess of love, were caught in an affair by Hephaestus, their punishment was public humiliation. Hephaestus trapped them in an invisible golden net while they slept, and summoned all the gods to witness their shame. Meaning, this myth reveals that even the divine are subject to honor, shame, and consequence in Greek culture. Exposure and ridicule were among the worst forms of punishment. Atlas, the burden of rebellion. Atlas was a titan who fought against Zeus in the great war between gods and titans. As punishment, he was condemned to hold the heavens upon his shoulders for eternity. Many depictions show him carrying the earth, but in truth, he bore the weight of the cosmos, separating sky from land. Meaning, Atlas's punishment symbolizes the weight of responsibility and the burden of rebellion against cosmic order, the price of opposing divine authority. In Greek mythology, every punishment carried more than pain, it carried a message. The gods punished not only to avenge but to teach that knowledge without respect becomes arrogance, desire without control becomes ruin, and defiance against the divine always carries a cost. Yet perhaps what makes these myths eternal is that each punishment mirrors a very human fear, guilt, shame, suffering, and loss. If you want to uncover more about the hidden truths of ancient gods, subscribe, because next week we'll descend into the underworld to meet Anubis, the true guardian of the afterlife.